Good evening. I'm going to share a quick video with you. I don't know if anybody else has noticed this. I just kind of happened upon this on my own. I've been having a problem with the case being drugged back out of the shell plate whenever I was reloading, especially larger calibers like 308 and 44 Magnum, stuff like that. I just attributed it to either static electricity holding the case, and then I got to looking and got to really paying attention to what was going on. And what was happening was the slider was kicking on the carrier, and it whenever you would go to do your downstroke to resize, and as you were coming back up, it would of course put the next shell in, but as you go to on your downstroke again, it would drag the shell out again. It wasn't happening every time, but it was happening enough that it was getting a little aggravating. And I got to looking to see if there was something I could do, and I come across something that I wanted to share. If you found this out before, fine. If you haven't, for those of you that are having problems with the shell being pulled back out of the shell plate carrier, hopefully this video will help you out. So here you go. Okay, so in my last video, I mentioned I was doing 308, and I realized why my brass was being pulled, I guess you'd say, out of the shell plate as I go up on the downstroke. So let me give you a little demonstration of what it was doing. So I'm gonna go all the way up. I'm gonna insert a brass in the slider, and as it comes down, it advances and pushes the shell into the shell plate. Now, as it would go back up, you'll notice the slider would turn, and this edge right here would just barely grab. This edge right here just barely grabs the brass. So what's happening, and I found this out, and I don't know, but other people may have noticed this too, but what's happening is when the shell goes into the shell carrier, the slider is straight. But as it comes out, the slider kicks and grabs the edge of the shell just about every time. Now what I found is a simple, easy little hack to fix it. And I'll show you right now. So take your Phillips head screwdriver, come around to the opposite side of the press, and I'm going to try and get a light here to show you what I'm talking about. So on the opposite side of the slider, there's a screw right there. So what you do, you take your screwdriver, your Phillips head screwdriver, and you give it just a little bit of a turn. You don't want it too tight because then it'll stop the slider from moving. But you want to take up some of that slack that's in the thing. Just give it a little bit of a turn. It doesn't have to be super tight. But what you'll do at that point is now, as it comes into play, when you come all the way down, it doesn't kick when it comes out. A little bit more tension on it. Just a quarter to a half a turn is what I've found is best. So I'll show you again. Goes down, the shell plate advances, The shell goes into the shell plate, and now when you come back up, voila, it doesn't pull it out of the position. Doesn't pull it out of the shell plate. So go all the way down, come back. Now, I don't know if this fixes my issue completely. I hope it does. We shall find out. But I don't know yet. Because unfortunately, I can't do any reloading tonight. I'm going to be heading to work back to Louisiana to get on a boat for 28 days. But when I come back next time, I will do quite a bit of reloading and see if this little hack fixes the problem that I've been having with it pulling the shell out of the shell plate. Again, all it is you tighten up about a quarter to a half a turn. You don't want it too tight on here, but you do want to take up some of that slack on that slider on this bottom screw. I'm hoping this works. If it doesn't, well, then I'll try something different. But that's what I've noticed. The shell was being kicked to the side as the slider was being kicked to the side as the shell was in the carrier, shell plate carrier, and it would cause the shell to be grabbed and pull it back out. Again, one more time, I'll show you what I've got here and what I've noticed. With this little adjustment, it doesn't grab it anymore. And I've run this several times, so I'm hoping that's what fixes it. I hope this helps somebody that had the same problem I did. Again, if I'm wrong, please let me know. Again, thank you for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Y'all have a good day.